In a bustling market where people wore bright clothes and sold all sorts of things, there was one shop that everyone talked about: Tom's wig shop. Tom was a cheerful man with a big smile, and his wigs were the talk of the town. The young girls and women loved Tom's wigs so much that they would even argue and save up just to buy one. "I need to look my best, but I can't look my best without Tom's wigs," some of them would say to themselves. The excitement around Tom's shop grew fierce. Women saved every penny, and some even borrowed money to afford one of his wigs. "This wig will make me feel like a queen," they would say. The market was always buzzing with excitement around Tom's shop, and it made Tom very happy. But there was something mysterious about Tom's wigs. They were cursed, but no one knew. The wigs looked beautiful, so people kept buying them without realizing that they were bringing trouble into their lives. Any woman who wore a wig from Tom's shop would soon face some kind of bad luck, but no one ever guessed that the wigs were the cause. One day, a young woman named Mary, who had just discovered she was pregnant, was very excited. When she shared the news with her husband, he asked her, "My dear, what would you like as a gift to celebrate our baby?" Mary thought for a moment and replied, "I'd love one of Tom's wigs. I've dreamed of wearing one of his wigs." Her husband agreed and gave her the money. The next day, Mary went to Tom's shop and bought a wig she had been eyeing. Mary was thrilled to finally own one of Tom's wigs, and when she got home, she quickly put it on. But just a few hours later, Mary had a miscarriage and lost the baby. She was heartbroken, but never suspected that the wig was to blame. Later, when she became pregnant again, each time she wore the wig, she faced the same misfortune. But she still didn't realize what was happening. Another young woman named Anne, recently engaged, was excited about her upcoming wedding. She decided to celebrate by buying a wig from Tom's shop. "I need to look amazing on my wedding day, and only Tom's wig can make that happen," she told herself. Anne bought the wig and planned to wear it on her wedding day. But on the big day, just as she put the wig on, her fiancé suddenly called off the wedding, leaving her devastated. Like Mary, Anne didn't suspect that the wig could be the cause. The troubles continued for other women in town. A singer named Lucy lost her beautiful singing voice right after putting on a wig from Tom's shop. Another woman named Ella, a talented dancer, injured her leg and couldn't dance anymore. Each woman faced strange misfortunes, but no one realized the wigs were causing them. In that same market, there was a smart girl named Sarah. Her mother ran a small grocery shop nearby, and Sarah often noticed how things seemed to go wrong for women who wore Tom's wigs. She told her mother, "Mama, have you noticed that Aunt Jane's business went downhill after she bought a wig from Tom's shop? And look at Aunt Lucy, she lost her voice right after she started wearing one of his wigs. I think something is wrong with those wigs." Her mother nodded. "You may be right, Sarah, but we must be careful." Sarah decided to investigate further. She spoke to the women affected, who all had similar stories. Their lives had turned upside down after wearing Tom's wigs. Then, Mary, who had come to the market to buy groceries, overheard Sarah's conversation. She shared her own story about her miscarriages and began to suspect the wig she bought from Tom. Everyone in the market began whispering and worrying. They all wondered how Tom started selling these strange wigs. Tom wasn't always a wig seller. He had once sold regular goods. One day, he met a strange old man named Mr. Ben, who promised him great riches if he made wigs with dark magic. The wigs would bring Tom good fortune, but cause trouble for those who wore them. Tom agreed, driven by greed, and made his first cursed wig. Sarah knew she had to act, so she gathered her friends and told them her plan. "We need to catch Tom in the act. Then, everyone will know the truth." That night, Sarah and her friends followed Tom to his secret workshop, where they watched as he chanted strange words, making the wigs glow with a mysterious light. The next morning, Sarah and her friends confronted Tom in the market. "Your wigs are cursed, Tom. You're using dark magic to harm people," Sarah shouted. A crowd gathered, and Tom tried to deny the accusations. "These are lies. My wigs are just beautiful," he said. But Sarah and her friends showed the crowd one of his cursed wigs that they had taken from his workshop. The market fell silent. "Is this true?" someone asked. Tom's face turned red with anger, but he couldn't hide the truth any longer. People began demanding answers, and Tom tried to run away. But Sarah had an idea. She threw one of the cursed wigs at Tom, and it wrapped around him, causing him to stumble and fall. The people gasped as they saw the wig's magic backfire on Tom. The villagers cheered for Sarah's bravery and took Tom to the village elders. Under pressure, Tom confessed everything, including his deal with Mr. Ben. The elders decided that Tom had to undo the magic on the wigs and leave the town forever. Under the watchful eyes of the villagers, Tom performed a ritual to lift the curses, and the wigs turned back to normal. Peace returned to the market, and Sarah became a hero. Mary and other women affected found happiness again, and everyone learned an important lesson. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.